Hi guys, I bring you another video of EU4, and this is Conquest of Paradise playing as one of the native Indians, and I'm playing the Paui. I think I called the Paui, let's see. Pauni. I've been playing around with them, and I realized that like recording a whole playthrough, it would be very boring most of the time because of the much slower progress. But all the new mechanics have considerably improved the gameplay. Like, it's no longer so boring playing like before. Like last time I tried to play the Aztecs, I spent 100 years. Like, I conquered everyone quickly around me, and then I spent 100 years doing literally nothing. And that's how it was going. Well, with this new DLC, you actually get to do stuff. And that's because of all the new mechanics. So your tribe, I'm just trying to get some time running through. Well, for first thing is, you got this whole new menu called Natives. And it has its own, what you call, advancements, but they're basically native ideas. And you can unlock them in any order. And once you fill up all of them, the light bulb like lights up like on this one. I've done all of them. And once you have everything, and if you have a neighbor who's westernized, then you can reform your government and actually build more advanced buildings. Now the thing is, like to make them have their own buildings, so they gave natives the whole building system. And as you can see, it has all of these, and they're really, really powerful buildings. I mean, really powerful. Like, I think, let's see, this one, Diplomatic Reputation +3, though it's a unique building, so you're not allowed to have one of them. Then there's another really awesome one, Force Limits +10, also a unique building, and Advisor Cost halved, meaning you can actually have advisors. Now, I'll show them in once I load up my later save. This is me experimenting with the migration. I'm trying to get the migration to work, actually. Let's see, do I have any casus belli? Have humiliate. Who's humiliate whom? Humiliate him. Does he have allies? Yeah, he's allied with him, so I can't really show it to you. But basically, as you move around, if you end up next to someone who's not your ally, then you can get this humiliation casus belli against them. And what that basically gives you is a casus belli which allows you to attack them. And when you win it, when you basically win this fight, once you attack, you get an option to actually like a out of war, you know, like normally you have concede defeat, give trading power, but you give I think show strength or something like that, and that will give you 20 of each power. So monarch power, you get 20 admin power, 20 diplomatic power, and 20 military power, and that basically allows you through wars to actually advance faster, which is an interesting mechanic. And also another way you can advance faster is I'm still waiting for migration. By migrating, every time you migrate, you get 50 of each power. And default time of a migration is 5 years. So it's 5 years. If you get this idea, you get 25% discount. Well, 25% reduced timer. So instead of 5 years, it's what's gonna be? I think like 3.5, or like a bit more than 3.5, closer to 4. And then another thing they got mechanic is, let me just get into here. And for, why is it not showing? Or is it, it'll show here? No, it's not showing. Well, basically, as you can see on my current one, it has migration, like I'm getting all these, for having negative stability, I'm getting all these negatives. But I'm actually getting a cooldown reduction on my migration. And for each point in stability that you're negative, you actually can migrate quicker. So 1 point is at the moment with a 25% discount plus this 1% discount is giving me about half a year reduction in migration. And damn, they stole what I actually wanted to go to. I was planning to go there for a very long time. I guess I'll have to juggle up here again. When you migrate, you actually create this debuff on the zone, which is local tax modifier for, I think it's 20 years. I can't remember now. Yes, it is 20, 70, yeah, 20 years. You get minus 50% tax, but at the moment it's actually bugged. So if you migrate back into there before end of the time, it just removes the debuff. So there's few game bugs currently, including the game crashing. Oh yeah, every time you migrate, you actually lose your merchant, but by default you're collecting as it's your home port, and you have to fight with all the natives who gets more power. So having provinces like this is extremely helpful. It allows them, like, who are they? Oh, what's their nation? Oh, they are Osage. Let's have a look now. Where are Osage? Yeah, they're basically at the top. Just because they own this single province, they ended up topping it and they're getting more money than the rest. So yeah, with migration, you have to migrate if you want to get 3 points. And that will allow you to advance faster, get all of these. Now the best thing is, like, all of these are really powerful ideas, but like for example this one, building cost reduction, 25% tax extra, stability minus 20%, not to mention you get another stability reduction for, I believe, your religion. No, it's not. It's for your government type. Government type minus 33% stability cost. So for me to go up in stability is actually ridiculously cheap. I can go up all the way to +2, paying under 100, where normally to go from 0 to +1 you have to pay 100 by default. So that's how cheap it is. It's like over 50, it's 53% discount with them together. Other ideas is like, okay, national revolt risk, but here's the most powerful one. It reduces your technology cost by 100%. Now that doesn't mean that it makes it free, because of your government type, I believe, or no, of your technology level, you actually have 350%, so it turns it into 250% cost. So it makes this, instead of costing like 1,000, I think 800 or so, it's, as you can see, it's only asking me for 1,400. And it allows you to really advance rapidly. And if you keep migrating, like one of the play styles that I found is you just keep migrating and fighting with these little guys. And if you keep doing it, you can collect lots of admin power and just advance really quickly. Well, not really quickly, it's 5 years to move. I still need to work out what's better. So in the second half of it, I'm gonna do it in 2 parts, this video. So in the second half, I'll show you the other play style, which is my main playthrough. This is my testing playthrough. How does migration work? Okay, I still need to get the migration done, but allows you to fill up these, and you can actually get a colonist in one of these ideas. Now the colonist is what unlocks the other play style, and what it actually unlocks is ability to colonize, but it will disable your migration. Basically, if you own more than one province, your migration button disappears, which kind of sucks in a way, but that's the way it's designed to do, so to prevent you from moving around once you have more than one piece of land. As you can see, Foxy was originally one province. They conquered someone, and yeah, they conquered this guy. And is that a claim, or I'm not sure, they might have conquered even 2 guys. But once you expanded, they got really powerful. A different thing is you actually got a whole new government system, which allows you to form federations. But because of his government system, that means you can't actually do royal marriages. So if we go into diplomacy, new actions is, well, invite to federation, or this guy can kick from federation. And what else is there? That's a standard offer alliance. Now, there was few more. So you can actually annex people who you vassalize. So if you get show superiority or something like that, or like humiliate someone, you can actually vassalize them and diplo-annex, which is one way. But you can't fabricate claims. As you can see, natives cannot fabricate claims, so that's one big difference playing as natives. So I've been playing for about probably 5 to 6 hours as natives, trying all of the things out. And that's why I realized it's not really interesting making a video, especially in the other playstyle. If you're migrating, it's slightly more interesting to watch, because you'll be moving up to people and fighting them. But if you're doing a colonial play, so Pawnee start here, and they're not bordering anyone. So it actually means you have to colonize to do anything, or you have to migrate. And I colonized, which made it like really slow to colonize, especially because it's really expensive early game. So I'll cover more colonization in another playthrough. The thing with buildings is, like, anything you build, if you migrate, the building disappears. So the buildings basically are in theory left behind, but I tested that if I come back to the old province, they're actually gone. So I actually built up a bunch of things, and then I'm like, oh, they're gone, that's disappointing. Now let's show migration, since my cooldown finally finished. So I can click on the province which I want to migrate to, and as you can see, you'll get 50 of each monarch points, and then just migrate, and just instantly goes like that. Now, and as you can see, I got enough instantly to do the new thing, so I can choose land attrition or military technology cost. I'll go with military technology cost. I'll do land attrition later. But that also kicked my merchant out, which is a bit annoying. Did I get a casus belli on you yet? I'm still a truce with you. I'm truced. Yeah, I got the casus. So you see, as I moved, I lost the casus belli against this guy. And I should be gaining one on him, but I think it's because we're a truce, I can't get one yet. So yeah, staying negative stability. Oh yeah, and as you move around, from what I understand is, like, these resources get reset every time you migrate out. The resource goes back to unknown, and then you randomly generate a new one when you step on it. Though most of these places have really high chance of being grain, which is disappointing. And the gameplay changes quite a lot. Now, some of the starting nations, like Greek, start with 3 provinces, so they can't migrate, and even with the same government type, they instantly stop from doing it. And you have the giant Aztecs, who are actually despotic monarchy. So they can't do anything, and if you actually border them, the chances is they'll attack you and turn you into their vassal, which is a bit risky. So you got to watch out. Now, I checked up and loaded up playing as Aztecs, and they don't get any of the unique buildings. They get the standard buildings and stuff. Whereas here you can see everyone here click on for buildings. There it is, and that's because of the government type, which is native council. And to upgrade you need to westernize, which is something I'm currently testing. I think that's about all I got to say in this part, and then I'll cover in the next part about how the colonial style of play works. So here you move around, you declare wars. Though one thing to mention actually is the wars are extremely risky. Like, if you have this whole place is covered in rivers. So wherever, almost every direction you go to, you usually cross a river, and that makes attacking extremely risky. And the only advantage so far I've been having is if I'm a Federation leader, I get 30% extra morale. Plus, I think I get 10% morale from this idea. I get a leader shock. So all of that adds up, but it really does help if you save up enough points to go up 1 in military tech. And that'll give you infantry shock and more combat width, meaning you can use bigger armies. Let's see, what's my current combat width? It actually doesn't say, but I think it's pretty small. I'm not sure how to check it. But yeah, that's it, so see you in the next part.